Released in 1958, The Family Under the Bridge is a children's novel by Natalie Savage Carlson. Set against the backdrop of Paris during the Christmas season, it tells the tale of Armand, an old wanderer who grudgingly builds a bond with a homeless family that ends up sharing the bridge he calls home. The book received the 1959 Newbery Honor and a Horn Book Fanfare accolade for Best Book. Carlson, 1906-1997, though born in Virginia, spent a large portion of her life in Paris. In 1966, she earned a nomination for the Hans Christian Andersen International Children's Book Award. Armand has long forgotten his own surname and even his former appearance. He lives beneath a bridge spanning the river Seine, his worldly possessions packed into a grocery cart, among them a single black dress shoe which he insists will one day be reunited with its partner. He delights in a life free of responsibilities and interruptions until the day he returns to his home and discovers 3 children and their dog huddled there for shelter. Armand has no patience for children, so their presence infuriates him at first. However, his irritation slowly begins to soften after the eldest, Suzy Calcet, introduces herself, her siblings Paul and Evelyne, and their dog Jojo. The children's father has died and their mother, Madame Calcet, could no longer pay rent, leading to the family's eviction. Since the authorities insist on placing the children in a charity institution, Madame Calcet has secretly taken refuge beneath the bridge to keep her children together while she works long hours at a laundry, trying to earn enough for a modest room. That evening, when she returns and discovers a tramp alongside children, she is distressed. Suzy quickly proposes a solution. She marks off chalk squares on the pavement to form a tiny room for Armand. Although reluctant to form any attachments, he decides to remain through the night. The following morning, Armand realizes the children have not eaten, so he leads them out to find food. They stop at a department store where Armand knows someone who plays Father Christmas. The kids eagerly tell Santa that the only gift they want is a home. Back outside, Armand encourages them to sing Christmas carols. A crowd gathers and soon coins are dropped at their feet. With the money, they feast on hot roasted chestnuts and pancakes, much to Jojo's delight. When they return to the bridge, Madame Calcet is waiting anxiously. She is furious when she hears the children have been begging, and she orders Armand to leave despite the children pleading on his behalf. He obeys at first but soon hurries back when he notices 2 wealthy ladies approaching the bridge. He immediately senses danger and his instincts prove correct. They plan to come back with officials to remove the children and place them in a charity home. Determined to help, Armand seeks out his old friend Morelli, a gypsy woman, who agrees to offer the family shelter at their camp. Though wary at first due to the group's questionable reputation, Madame Calcet soon discovers that the gypsies are generous and friendly. The Calcets begin to settle in, and Suzy, discovering that the gypsy children cannot read, organizes an improvised school. Teaching them proves a challenge. They struggle to see why reading is important. Meanwhile, Paul falls in love with the gypsies' roaming lifestyle and dreams of joining them permanently, but Armand persuades him not to run off, pointing out that his bright red hair would make him far too noticeable. For a while, life is joyful. Paul learns the craft of shoe repair. Armand receives a bar of fine soap for Christmas, and he finally discovers a match for his black shoe. But the peace is interrupted when a policeman arrives searching for a thief. Though the culprit is not there, the gypsies choose to move on, leaving the Calcets homeless once more. Seeing their desperation, Armand makes a decision that changes everything. He will find honest work to support them. After scrubbing himself clean with his special soap, getting his hair trimmed, and putting on both polished black shoes, he looks like a new man. A friend at the department store tells him of a position, and when he applies, he learns it is not simply security work, it is a caretaker job at an apartment building, one that requires a family to live on site. Armand is thrilled. The novel closes with Armand walking through the streets of Paris, returning to the Calcets not as a vagrant, but as a man with a home and a purpose, ready to begin a new chapter as part of a family. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.